hang on a second. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Grandad.
No, John. Oh, hang on a second. Somebody else wants to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandad.
No, it's Max. It's Amy's cousin on Becky's side. Yeah, we're just looking after him for a bit. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Okay, yeah. See you later. All right, bye. Right, it's coming over later.
Great, Liz will be pleased.
You're not coming to see her, is he? Anyway, give him an opportunity to meet Max.
An army officer's just called at Windas's.
Oh, are you kidding?
No, it didn't look good.
Oh, flaming hell.
I know. Yeah, it was all right, Paula.
Aye. Honestly, when my dad was in the army, we used to dread the thought of that uniform turning up on the doorstep.
Well, no, that's very touching, so it is, but... Well, here I am, still fit and raring to go. Hey, come here, you.
Happy birthday.
I get a hug off that gorgeous wife of yours. Come here, you.
You try and stop me, man. Are you all right?
Oh, maybe not as fit as I thought I was. Right.
Ooh, and this one's from me.
Uh-huh.
Now, it's a hand-me-down, but I thought yours could do with an upgrade. It's got a camera and everything.
Well, what's wrong with my wee one?
Well, apart from the fact it never works and looks like it's been eaten by a dog, nothing. Oh, and this one does text message and it's not Morse code.
Wait, behave yourself. And by the way, where is your mother?
She's at a brewery function.
Oh, a brewery? Well, that's nice, and I come to visit and she goes away in a brewery.
Dad, trust me, I think it's best for both of you.
Steve.
This wee man must be Maxie.
Yeah, he can be a little bit shy, isn't he?
Oh.
We're looking after Max while Becky's sister's away.
Oh, is that right? I never knew you had a nephew.
Neither did we until a few months back. Yeah, love, come on, check a leg. He's off to his first ever sleepover.
Is he now?
Yeah. So you're going to say goodbye to your Grandad Jim then?
Cheerio now.
Oh, won't be long, love.
Well, now he's a bonny wee lad, so he is.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
There's no doubt about it, son. You pull a fair pint in here, so you do. Hey, listen, what's the crack with your mother? She got a fella on the go or what?
Beat around the bush, why don't we?
Subtle as a sledgehammer.
I'm curious is all, that's, you know what I mean? Can a man take an interest in his loved ones?
The last time you took an interest, you ended up knocking Vernon out.
Ah, sure, your man had it coming to him, so he didn't.
Oh, look, I'm on your side.
Oh, well, you could have fooled me.
But all I'm saying is my mum's business is her business. That's it, understood.
Well, so much for the bond between the father and the son. I bet your girls share everything with you, eh?
Oh, yes. Big on sharing. Can't get enough of it.
Uh-huh. Giving you some grief, were they?
No more than normal.
Are you sure? You're looking a bit down, so you are.
I'm just a bit cut up over Jack, that's all.
He's one in a million, Jackal. A man of rare wit and wisdom. And an old-fashioned chancer to be.
I'm proud to hear you say that.
Well, not as proud as I am to have known him.
No joke, we must have been in Devon St Eaters, 5 minutes? And Max looks up at me and says, "Is this my new home?" I were in bits, Steve. Honestly, I nearly burst into tears.
I'm sorry, babe.
That little lad has been so messed up by my sister. And you know what? If I was certain before, then I am twice as certain now that this is where he belongs.
Well, then this is where he's going to stay.
Hey, have you seen him?
Yeah, perhaps I should say a few words.
Yeah. Folks, I think Roy's got an announcement to make.
Thank you. I shall keep this brief. Gary Windass has been injured in Afghanistan. Anna and Eddie have been assured that the injuries are not life-threatening and he will be returned to the UK within the next 48 hours.
Thank God.
Unfortunately, they also learnt that 3 members of his unit were killed in action. So, in the light of this, perhaps I might ask you to join me in a few moments' silence.
easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I'm old, but I'm happy.
Please be seated. I am the resurrection and the life, says the Lord. Those who believe in me, even though they die, will live. And everyone who lives and believes in me will never die. We have come here today to remember before God our brother Jack, to give thanks for his life, to commend him to God, our merciful Redeemer and Judge, to commit his body to be cremated, and to comfort one another in our grief. Please be seated.
Thank you for coming. Jack was born in 1936 and he married his wife Vera in 1957. They stayed together for 50 years, celebrating their Look, you all knew Jack. He loved a pint, he loved a bet, he loved his pigeons, but most of all he loved Vera, not that he'd ever admit it. They met at a fair and he used to say if he'd have knocked over one more coconut he'd have come home with a goldfish instead. When he knew he was dying, the one thing he clung to was the thought that they'd be together again. And they are, I know it. I told my baby last night he's the luckiest kid alive to have guardian angels like them. He's got friends in high places, all right. There's not a lot I can say about Jack that most of you don't already know, so I'll tell you what Jack was to me. I picked that song you heard coming in, Father and Son, and you might think that's weird because you won't find his name on my birth certificate or his blood in my veins. That's why I've not got his good looks. But none of that makes a dad. I reckon it's someone who'll make you feel loved, share your happiness, feel your blows, take them for you if they can. Someone you can turn to when there's nowhere else left to go, no matter how big a mess you've made of things. And they might not tell you what you want to hear, but to tell you what you need to, because they'll always, always want what's best for you. Even more than you want it yourself, even if you don't know it at the time. They'll make you laugh, really laugh, cry maybe if you've let them down. But so long as they live, there'll always be a place that you can call home. Even though I was 16 when we met, Jack came to me and all that to me. And that's why I'm proud to call him a father. And that's why I'm going to miss him so much.
Thank you, Tyrone. We have entrusted our brother Jack to God's mercy, and we now commit his body to be cremated. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies that they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Don't worry, Betty, your knight in shining Armani is here.
Oh, was it a nice service?
Oh. Do you know what? They did Jack proud.
Oh, how lovely. Is this all right for you, my love?
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you, Betty.
And we wanted to do right by him, you know.
Yeah, well, he worked here long enough.
When you say worked, he spent hours, you know, hiding down in the cellar. There's Mole spent less time underground than Jack, you know.
Buffy's open, everyone, so fill your boots. Jack will be cursing if there was anything left over.
Oh, I shouldn't worry about that. In half hour, all that will be left of this lot is cocktail sticks and indigestion. Go on, Betty, you take the weight up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course.
I just love what you said today.
Oh, cheers. Made a bit of a prat of myself, though.
You do, that's what funerals are for, isn't it?
What's done is done. Can't keep beating yourself up over your mistakes. Hey, if I did that, I'd be black and blue, wouldn't I, love?
I would love you. Now listen, Dad, she's right. You know, you've got to look forward.
Look forward to what? I mean, if I could turn the clock back and
Then you win
understand...
the lottery every week, but that ain't going to happen.
Well, that's the point, isn't it? I mean, I won the lottery. The night I met Elizabeth, his mother. And what did I do then? I blew it. And as a matter of fact, where is she now? I'll tell you what, son, she's avoiding me, so she is.
No. Oh, that's silly, Dad. No, she's had this time looked off for ages.
Ah, well, whatever you say, son.
Thank you.
What for?
Supporting Tyrone.
As a mate?
Yeah, I know, but it just reminded me of the man that I used to know.
Molly.
It's okay. Just, it reminded me how hard it's been for you as well. You and Ty being so close and all.
Yeah, well, it's all in the past.
So does this mean that we...
It means I sat in that chapel today thinking about Jack, and I felt ashamed. He was desperate for us to patch things up, and I threw his goodwill back in his face.
You weren't to know what was going to happen.
But he shouldn't have had to die to make me realise what I've got. Nothing is more important to me than you. Us. Certainly not some French pipe dream.
It's not a pipe dream.
It doesn't matter anymore.
It does. I was put on this earth to make you happy. If that means moving to France, then you know what? Bring it on.
Really?
Absolutely. Let's do it. It's a short life.
I'm not a speechmaker, and I certainly couldn't top Ty's words. Look, we're all going to miss Jack. Not just his friendship and his filthy jokes. We're going to miss his wisdom. There's a lot of us here benefited from that. We're still benefiting now. Yeah, you ducked and you dived, but you always knew what was right and what was wrong. I wish I could sit that quick sometimes. Look, you made Tyrone the man he is today. The sort of bloke I'd trust with my life. And that's why I'm just sorry. I'm sorry you had to go. To Jack.
To Jack.
To Jack.
No one said I needed to talk to you.
Yeah.
I can't wait any longer. You've been brilliant today. I'd have never got through this without you.
Don't be daft.
No, I'm serious. I know we've had our ups and downs, but we've come out stronger. I love you so much more, you and the baby. I know I'm being greedy, but nothing would make me happier than for us to have another kid.
Sorry, look. Who are they for?
Elizabeth McDonald.
Go away. She's my girlfriend. Yeah, allow me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll send them in for her.
Right, thanks.
I see you.
See ya.
Nice start.
Jim McDonald.
Who wants to know?
I recognise you from the photographs.
Photographs?
The ones in Liz's bedroom.
Huh? Oh.
Yours, I think.
And exactly who are you?
A fella.
Fella? Well, there's only one fella in Elizabeth's life. And it's certainly not you, so it's not.
Well, you broke up 10 years ago, so it's certainly not you.
How long have you been around? 5 minutes?
That's not where I stand.
So, did she tell you to bring these back, did she?
Just here to let you know the score.
I thought not.
You aren't wanted.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd rather hear that from the organ grinder, not the monkey.
Well, that's the problem, Jim.
Don't you Jim me.
You've heard it from her a million times and still not got the message.
I'll tell you what, son. Why don't you go outside and play and let the grown-ups sort this out?
You're on another planet, mate.
No, indeed, on. Same planet as Elizabeth. That's why you and the other 3-minute wonders will never understand.
Just stay away from her, okay?
Are you still here?
Never start a taxi firm.
Why, what's that?
Oh, it's quiet as a grave for hours on end, and the entire population of Manchester decided what a cab all at the same time.
Especially when it rains, eh?
No, no matter business, we must lose.
It's the same in the building game, mate. I have to take on more than I can handle and just juggle it around. Folks don't like it, but it's feast or famine otherwise.
You've been working tonight, then?
I've just been around, doing a few estimates.
It's been a nightmare writing it all down.
Yeah.
What's your hit rate?
1 job in 10.
Not charge?
Yeah, then you would get nothing.
What about you, son?
Evening.
Your mother about?
She's at Deirdre's.
Oh, well, we meet again. Eh? See, you've been telling you about the flowers. I bought your mother some flowers. Your man here intercepted them. He just brought them back to me at the Flying Horse, so he has. I think it's called marking my card, you know what I mean? So, you better just make it a swift one for me, and then I'll get out your hair.
I'll do an estimate, Sam, will you?
Come on.
Come on, what?
Well, I was hardly going to tell you the truth, was I?
Evidently.
Well, what would you done in my shoes? You're going out with someone and their ex turns up, sending her flowers, asking to meet her.
Well, I wouldn't have gone round there looking for trouble.
We just had a conversation. Look, is there something I'm missing here? Is she madly in love with him and no one's telling me?
No.
She wouldn't care if she never sees him again, yet every few years he comes back wanting to make a go of it. Throws wobblers if he doesn't get his own way. Frightens her sometimes, or am I getting this wrong?
He's had his moments.
What am I supposed to do? Let him walk all over me or stick up for myself, because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know.
And I really like your mother, Steve. I want to make it work, but it won't happen if he's in the frame. I mean, I know he's your dad, and I don't want to do him down.
No, he can be tricky, I grant you.
And your mother wants this too.
I know.
I didn't do a bad thing.
Well, let's just forget about it, shall we?
Yeah, and there's no need to tell her then about it, is it?
No. All right. So let me guess. I shell out 50 grand or the whole place collapses.
And I'm more like 5. There's been a leak. He spotted the data rail.
Has it?
Yeah, the plaster underneath's all perished and blown. We need to find the leak, fix it, put a new dado in, plaster and skin the walls and ceiling. So your dad just come in?
Yes, it is. All right, Dad.
What about you, son? Just thought I'd pop in and see you and wee Amy.
Again, you're becoming a regular.
Oh, well, there you are now. There was a pint. Is your mother about?
Hairdressers.
Oh. Nature calls.
I wonder what he wants.
He's just said to see me.
Sure he's still not sniffing around your mother?
No, it's all ancient history. Go on, carry on with what you were saying.
Yeah, it's the leak that's causing the damage. Right, new skirting, new plaster. Job's a good one.
How long is it going to take?
3 days.
And the bill?
Materials, my time's free.
Oh. Mind if I defer payment? Things are a bit tight at the moment.
Yeah, of course, son, but get it done, yeah? Even if you don't use me, if you leave it any longer, the job's going to get a lot worse.
Tag time.
Shaking hands with a cowboy? You ought to be careful about that, so you shouldn't.
Upstairs, you.
Might as well have a swift pint, seeing as I'm here.
Bitter?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. What are you on a tea break for? You've only been here 2 minutes.
We're washing down the dust we swallowed. Health and safety.
And keeps us hydrated.
Yeah, that's very important to keep hydrated.
It's a mess.
Yeah, well, it'll be sorted and tidied up by tea time. I have done this before, Steve.
Hi, Dad. What? When? Well, who started it? Yeah? Yeah, all right. Well, where are you now? I don't know. Well, yes. Yeah, of course. I'll be there as soon as I can. Yeah, bye.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No, he's in hospital. He's got in a fight and lost. You two will be all right in here on your own, won't you?
What, you going to the hospital?
Yeah.
In your car?
What?
Steve, I was here at lunchtime. You had 2 pints to my knowledge, and I wasn't even counting. I wouldn't run the risk, mate, not in your line of work.
I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah, I know you are, but your mother would have killed me if I didn't at least say something. Well, I can give you a lift if you want.
Yeah, go on.
No problem. I'll have the car around in 2 minutes.
How many of them were there?
4 or 5.
Oh, so you mean 2?
No, I don't. I mean 4.
Well, they just set about, yeah?
Well, there's the usual spilt drink and all that sort of carry on, you know. And they just got tore into me. I never stood a chance, so I didn't.
Would you get a good look at them?
Don't you worry your head. I'll recognise those boys again.
Are you going to tell the police?
Yeah. It's a scrap and a boozer, it happens, you know. I'll just not get in there again, that's all.
Anyway, listen, it was nice to see you and all that, but I've got to get off. I've got stuff to do.
All right, son.
Listen, I need a week.
No, take your time. So, now you look after yourself. You see, Jim, the trick is knowing which pubs you're not welcome in.
Hey?
Add the Rovers to your list. I don't eat all them grapes at once. They'll give you indigestion.
The other night, son, between you and me, that wasn't just an ordinary scrap and a boozer, you know.
So what was it then? A game of Twister that got out of hand?
When you came to see me yesterday, your man Owen had a word in my ear, so he did.
About what?
Staying away from your mother.
I don't understand.
Those 4 lads who jumped me, they knew exactly who I was. Somebody set me up, so they did.
What, and you think it was him?
Well, I can't prove anything, son. But don't you trust him. It's something else, son. You keep an eye on your mother. For me. You do that?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Now, come on. You grab my bag and we'll have that pint.
There you are, lads. Okay.
What's going on? It's the walls that are supposed to be getting plastered, not them.
Don't you use that tone with me. You're not too old to have a thick ear, you know.
Don't worry, Steve, mate. Everything's under control.
He's right, you know. Me and my lads are perfectionists. Take great pride in our work.
Yeah, I've heard some of your lads are good with their hands. Had to get stuck in.
Like I always say, Steve, you know, if a job's worth doing.
Well, when you finish drinking my beer, maybe you could finish this one, eh?
Making friends again, is he?
I don't like that bloke. And I don't want him anywhere near my mother.
Why, what's happened?
I've just been to see my dad in hospital.
What's that got to do with that?
Well, he reckons this beating he's had is down to him.
What, he was there?
Well, no.
How could it be down to him?
Look, my dad says that these blokes that jumped him knew who he was. Reckons that Owen put him up to it as a kind of warning to stay away from your mum.
No disrespect, mate, but your old man could start a fight in an empty room. And he hasn't exactly got a great track record when it comes to most boyfriends.
What are you trying to say?
All I'm saying is before you start throwing around accusations, you might want a bit more proof than what your dad said. Oh, we'll be off. Oh, yeah, by the way, cheers for the beers and say hello to your mum for me.
Right, I'm going to get off then.
No worries, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, are you going to the Stag's Head later?
Might do, why?
Right, well, if you see the lads, can you give them this and tell them thanks for a good job the other night?
Listen, about all that, don't you reckon you ought to be a bit careful?
Why? Because a loudmouth drunk at a pasting? Who cares?
His son and his ex-wife, for a start.
Yeah, well, his son's an idiot, and as for his ex-wife, trust me, I've got her in hand. Is everything okay?
Excuse me?
Is there anything I can do?
Well, I can think of a few things, Owen, yeah.
Steve! You need to sit that little lad down and tell him what's right from wrong and put a chain across the door at all times.
I have been a parent for a while, you know.
Well, then you need to start acting like one, don't you?
Well, who do you think you're talking to,
There's
Beck?
no need to shout at us, Steve.
I beg your pardon?
Never let him out of your sight. There's an unforgiving world out there, mate.
Oh, well, I'll bear that in mind, Owen.
Oh, and before I forget, how's your dad?
He's on the mend, we think. Why?
Becky says your mum's gone to Spain.
Oh, she forget to tell you? Oh, I thought you two were close.
What's she gone to Spain for?
Well, maybe she found something out. Something she doesn't like.
Is that right?
You tell me.
Will you give her a message?
No.
Tell her I've given her her marching orders.
I think she's already beaten you to it.